Once again, guys, this is the Investor Show as always. This is your host, Prince Sites, coming into you guys live with another great, awesome, and magnificent video. As you guys can already see in the description title, this video is going to be called How to Read or How to Create or whatever the case may be, stock chart with TD Ameritrade. But before we jump into that, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, comment, share button, all the other great stuff. But as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into it. So here I have my TD Ameritrade account pulled up, and let's get straight to it, right? So you have the stock. Let's say I'm typing it from the beginning. Let's say you got F for Ford. So you got the Ford stock that comes in and pulls up. So you see the charts tab, boom, click on charts, right? So now the charts come up. I know a lot of you guys like my chart don't look like that, but that's cool. That's something that I had saved. But let's say that this is how your chart looks, right? So let's walk through it. From here, it's going to ask you, what style of chart do you want? Do you want a line? That's what I have right here, a line. Then you can go down here and say, hey, I want candlestick charts, right? Candlesticks. I don't want to tell what everything means in this particular video. I just want to show people how to navigate. This is the mountain chart. So you can go down here and click what type of chart you want, a linear chart, right? Now, down here, right below it, is like, how do you want your chart to read? This is 1 hour. What happened in 1 hour? This tell you what's happened in 1 day. You want to know 5 years? Your chart to reflect 5 years? Whatever the case may be. That's your time. Upper comparisons, upper indicators, right? You can say, hey, what do you want to add on to your chart? Let's take this back to linear because that's the one line chart. Was it line or was it linear? Yeah, take that off. So the line. There we go. So boom. So you may say, hey, upper indicators, what do you want to add to your charts? You can add the Bollinger Binders, which is very popular, where people can use. This is the support. Down here to support. This is the resistance, what they consider to be the top, the bottom, and in here inside the moving average. People like to add that on top of their chart. You may go in here and add the SMA, which is a simple moving average, or whatever. But you can tell the different colors. I don't know if you change the colors of it. I don't think you can. That's crazy, but maybe I'm not clicking it right. But here, the green line is going to tell you what is the Bollinger Binders, and the blue line is going to tell you, these are pretty much your legend that tells you what colors is what. So you can go up here and add whatever you want to add, price channel, whatever the case may be that you want to add. If you want to take something off, you just hit this little small X next to it. If you want to, I want to get rid of the Bollinger Binders, I just want to look at the price change. So that's how you can do that. Now you can play with all the upper indicators. Your lower indicators, let's say you want to look at what's very popular, the MACD line. When it's a lower indicator, what it do is you scroll up and you see the MACD line here. See, I have the dividends here and the momentum here because I added these in just for, training purposes. But you can add all of those things in. Momentum is right here. Dividend yield is right here. MACD line is right there. You can see all of these different, you can add these at the bottom, momentum, and use these, have them at the bottom of your chart. Next, you want to say, hey, I want to look for events. Let's say I want to look at earnings. Show me the earnings, right? So here is all the earnings that have happened. It tells you, hold on to it. It tells you what was reported, whatnot, and you can kind of see price change. Let's say if you want to see, show me the splits. So then it'll pop up. Does it have any on here? If nothing pops up, that means it didn't have any splits in the time frame you had. Now, if you want to get rid of it, you go over here, click off the splits. You can click off the earnings to get rid of all those E's that happen. And you may go back to, excuse me on that, my computer a little ratchet. But let's say we go back to splits. Nothing's popped up. You don't see anything. No splits happening in that time frame, right? Now, let's say you want to draw on top of your chart. Like, hey, I'm an artist. I want to see what happened. You can draw on it. What I did, you see me hit this thing called trend lines. And you could be like, hey, look at this line over here. It crossed over right here. Then it went up over here. All that type of good stuff, right? Then you want to click the zoom. You can zoom in on your project as well, on your project that you may make. Also, you can say, hey, you can click here how you want your mouse to read. Let's turn the trend lines off. You want to go left to right. You see that, how it go left to right? You want to go up and down, and the crosshairs. You want to do the crosshairs. You see the crosshairs. You got the opening price, the high, the low, or whatever for that particular day, and it's giving you the date right here. The date right here, the close, the low, the high, the open. So you can go around here and use your crosshairs to whichever one you want to do. Now, if you want nothing, you just hit the what you call it button. Now, this is the cool part. If you've done all this work, you can actually save this chart, right? You hit save as a new chart, and you can call it a money chart or whatever. And I don't know how many you can save, but you can save a couple, right? Now, once you save your chart and you log back in, and you want to get to your chart, you hit change. Let's go to, yeah, change. These are charts that I saved. I just named one as I, one is 5, whatever. Whatever you named it, it's going to be right here. And you just clicked off right there to find to get to your S chart. Then whatever you had saved, it's going to think about it and it's going to pull it up. So you're going to be able to have your chart. You may have a different chart or whatever. So you can look at the same, not the same stock, but you can look at different stocks or whatever with the same chart to kind of draw your lines or whatnot. If you want to make it bigger, you click on this little button right here to make it a little bit bigger. And that should be a quick way to navigate and around the charts onto TD Ameritrade. Guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. Until the next video, you guys already know what to do. Peace, be safe, and I'm out.